Greetings and salutations everyone, welcome back to more Borderlands Legacy. Previously, we finally left Firestone and grabbed 2 quests from this fella, Big Game Hunter and Game Lucky. We're gonna go for some story progress, because I don't think I can do Big Game Hunter just yet. Basically, Big Game Hunter is all about a big boss who we gotta fight, and considering I can kill Bonehead in like 2 shots, well, in the first attempt. No. But yeah, I was able to kill Bonehead easily, but every other boss I'm going to struggle with. Now this area can be a little bit tough. Full of enemies. So basically, I'm going to focus on taking care of the melee guys first, because this area is brilliant for using snipers. Of course, use the surroundings. Don't want you to use the surroundings for a reason. This area is also another one of those areas that there'll be a lot at, where I sometimes just struggle in certain areas of this game, and sometimes I don't. Oh come on, the stuttering cannot be back, I got rid of it. It might just be a fire weapon that's doing that. He's just stuck on the floor. Boom! Oh, he's there. There you go. Get that guy, and I don't have anything super interesting that I could use, so go for the revolver. Quite like using revolvers in this game, because sometimes you just end up sniping something. You don't have to be trying, but sometimes you get a shot like that and the guy's head just comes clean off. Of course, this episode we're looking for Lucky. Oh, they sent in a badass ass now. I'm gonna say right now, I haven't even uploaded the first episode yet. I know that seems a bit weird, but I decided I might just record this entire series in advance. Just to save my sanity just a little bit. But this is where the game is just dying to pick up, basically. Ooh, new class mod, what we got? Firefly with Diva and Spark. I believe that's actually a better class mod than my one, if I'm correct. My previous one was another Firefly with ignite damage, 40%, 2 to Sparks and 2 to Phoenix. Basically, you want to figure out what Spark and Phoenix are, and see how good they are. Phoenix gun, because you deal fire damage to nearby enemies, makes your shot not always consume ammo, which is pretty good. And Sparks is the chance to cause the elemental effects. What I have is Spark and Diva. Diva is in this tree, I guess. Diva, increase capacity of your shield. Honestly, I'd rather just have to Spark and Phoenix. The Spark and Diva. Not bad by any. Ooh, hello. Mercenary class my SMG damage quick up. Oh, there we go. Now it's picking up. Actually equipping this class mod instead, because it's SMG damage, quicksilver, high velocity, and girl power. Those skills are all about damage, so it's no wonder that I'm taking those. Ooh. Oh, of course that's stronger than my shotgun. But that is quite handy. Oh, hello. Get a couple of those up. Now you do actually want the mercenary class, I believe. Blue class mods are amazing in this game because we haven't seen it, but class mods can give you ammo regen, and you're gonna want ammo regen in the end of the game. Now this class mod didn't give me it, but I believe it's a class mod you're actually looking for. There you go, a first corrosive weapon, the rocket launcher. Now as you can see on the right there of the item card, like top right where the little claptrap is, you'll see a ×4. That means that gun is amazing with that element. But I'm not going to get it. I will get a corrosive weapon at some point, but a rocket launcher isn't the first option I'll come up with. There's another one. Ooh. Let's play that. Get some good class mods now. Damn, 44 SMG damage. With Quicksilver and High Velocity, I think that purple one is better. You can get a purple one with ammo regen if I remember correctly. But I believe I'd rather have this one. Now, Quicksilver and High Velocity. We already have High Velocity, don't we? Yeah, so look at that. Tons of damage in general. And Quicksilver is fire rate of all weapons. Basically, we can fool enemies with lead. Then here we have the gate, which we can use, and Lucky! How you doing, lad? It gives us really good shield bed. Well, we keep the one I got, and we got a skill point. Very nice. Brilliant. Now, so we can have using a melee attack while phase walk doing additional damage. We also got reducing cooldown, increase melee damage phase walk duration. We can have phase walk become better, you know, like trigger more often, but I'm going to go for that later on. I'm going to go for Quicksilver because we now have more points into it than we do before. Now, for this area, I'm probably just going to grab a whole ton of side quests. And just get them all done at another point, because this area is quite short in terms of story. So I'd rather get all the side quests now. In fact, this might be an area that we come to later on, but we'll see. First thing we gotta do is get over to the switch, and we're being chased by a car. Just brilliant. I picked a predator car though, so I can't blame anything but myself there. Yeah, they just want us to activate power basically, simple stuff. And once you do that, there'll be a whole ton of cycles. Now these guys, giant ciphers, they do damage to a car, but they're one shot if you want over them, like most enemies in this game. However, they give, I think they give the least amount of XP in the game if I'm correct. Don't quote me on that. But if I remember, they're supposed to be easy to kill, because they're mostly there just to get rid of the cars. By basically being there, having you run into them, and then the car will eventually explode if you want to run up at them. Your car can regenerate health in this game, like you do. How's the car regenerate health? I don't know. Don't really feel like trying to figure that out. Just a thing that's always been there. I'm also going to need to ciphers alive because there will be a side quest that wants to kill them. I believe this is the only area where they actually appear. Oh, there you go. Up here we got a bit of a bandit camp. This place we might be able to clear out with ease. But you can just run through and hit the switch, which is what I'm going to go for. As you can see, was using a fire gun and was able to kill that guy with ease. That's how good the right class mod can be. And that's why Lilith is usually known for being an SMG character, because most of the class mods, the boost damage is usually, those class mods are a specific type of weapon. And they like Lilith being good with SMGs. And like when you first select a character in this game, it will say what their preferred weapons are. Like Lilith is all about SMGs. Warden is about assault rifles, Mordecai snipers and revolvers, stuff like that. You don't have to use them. It's sort of just a, like, you know, what best way to optimize the character is. Like, tip from the game, I guess. That's simply how it is. You don't have to choose the specific weapon, but it will help. Now I have a whole ton of quests to accept now. But we're still going to go for... yeah, eliminate bandit patrols, that's fine. Because the game is going to ask us to kill another boss. It's going to be over in that direction, I believe. It can be a bit tough. So what I'll do before I fight the boss is go through the side quests, I think. This mission is just wants you to destroy any cars in nearby. This mission can be a bit tough because these guys get rocket launchers. You do have access to rocket launchers at the start of the game. So you can use that to your advantage. I'm just waiting for another car to appear because one should at some point. Yeah, usually cars are supposed to respawn, but I think it's because one of them followed me over here. So it's probably going around killing the Raffers. Or the car was just waiting for me to get away. I can't see. You gotta be careful not to get stuck on the cars, but this is Borderlands 1 logic. So you probably will get stuck on a car. Honestly, what I recommend is that you probably just get rid of the car at some point or have another way to deal with these. Just that corrosive launcher, that would do it. Need to remember that. There's a bit of an issue going down when there's a car nearby. The cars are going to keep moving. Connections below us, please check network set. Apparently. But yeah, they can be a bit annoying because when you're down, they can just run you over and kill you. And they'll spawn camp if they feel like it. But they can run over you and insta-kill you, so be careful not to get in front of the cars that often. Those phase walk is decent at dealing with vehicles, I want to say. I want to say it's amazing, but I didn't even get to kill that one car. But it's a good get out of jail free card. Ooh. There's no car destroyed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab a vehicle with the rocket launcher. typically a rocket launcher is better for taking out vehicles because splash damage, you know? Now there's a chest up there. I honestly do not remember how to get that chest, but we'll figure it out at some point. Just to find the other vehicle. Ah, it's flanking. And we got this car stuck on top of the other one, which is actually pretty funny. Yep, car number 5 down. How did I manage that? Yeah, I'm definitely dead. The cars move a bit fast for sensitivity in this game, but that's just how it is. That my SMG is slow firing, so by the time the bullets even get to where they are, I'm just gonna end up dead. But this mission is always, it's one of those ones that, you know, is either I love it or hate a mission. For me, I understand the whole point to have to destroy cars. It tells you about the vehicle combat in this game. I like it on that, but vehicles in this game, they were never really balanced. We know stuff is a one shot, the cars don't have that much help, but of course this is the first game in the franchise, you can excuse it for that at the very least. There you go, that's car number 7. Just gotta wait for car number 8. Or just drive around the map to find that one. They'll probably find me before I find it. Like right over there. This should be a man-made patrol. And that's the other mission done. 1 patrols. I'm just gonna run away because there's no time to chase after the car. Oh, never mind, they're following me. Unfortunately, we're gonna do a splash. Yeah, we're done. Just gonna hold it to respawn. That mission's always pretty tough for me. Could be easy to others though, and that's just how the game is. Alright, so now we have to kill Mad Mel. So how long has this episode been going for? We've got 19 minutes. So I'm gonna do a speed up for all the side quests. And you guys will just see how they are. And they're back. Simply put, I turned all the missions there, and I actually got this SMG from the window right here. It's a good shock one. Figured it's a lot better using the one I got. And I'm gonna go to the vault now. The reason I'm showing it now is because, well, there's special types of enemies in there. Let's just see what we got. Nothing there. And that is a better thing, a better show, but the slow regen is not something I'm particularly keen about. Now we're also going to turn the skill point. Gonna go for more Quicksilver. How fast is the fire rate? Good fire rate. This would be a good SMG. As you can see, storage upgrades are now faint, they're now blue. So now that means we can just upgrade our ammo capacity even further. Now the enemies that we're going to fight and goes for the vault. Well, there's elemental artifact in there, quite a good one too. But the ghosts that we're going to fight, as they're called at the moment, I'm not even going to be coy about it. We're fighting Guardians and they're very good at giving you XP. Typically by the end of the game you're going to be seeing people fighting them because they're really good for XP, and I probably will be doing the same. Oh yeah, that's a good SMG. The reason I have this is because Guardians work in very particular ways. They are amazing with their shields. They have huge shields in this game. But the health is pretty low. In fact, the health I believe is actually, yeah, they do take a lot of shock damage. Take a lot of shock damage. They can't tolerate it. And that's why I got this shock SMG, because I saw it and it's good to have. The reason I use my phase walk right there is because this game has some fall damage. You don't want to be dealing with it. But hopefully these enemies and guardians will not be doing much, but I'm gonna check the vendors as well. Ooh, burning thumper. I can't afford it. Yeah. I want to keep the elephant gun because it's quite good. That's 5600. This won't give me anywhere near it. Shame too, that's a really good fire SMG, and if I had that plus my shock one, then I'd be able to stand up to most things in the game. But that's fine. We'll do that. So well, actually my artifact, I'm going to change to shock because you might need it for this fight. Guardians are pretty annoying. Like, I'm not going to beat them out of the bush. They could be really annoying if you don't know what you're doing. And this is me we're talking about. I died in this area, what, like 3 times during the side quests? Now you can just run and grab that, and it gives us an explosive artifact, which I'm not able to turn in yet. These guys are all about sort of zipping around the area and being nuisances. But that's why they have such low health, and for the XP they give you quite a good bit. Like you can see that I got like 1,000 or something. This might be an area that I'll farm for a little bit. It depends, I think they only spawn while this mission is active, so I might have already got away the mission. But as you can see from killing just a couple, I've nearly leveled up again. And they're good for that. Plus, they do drop artifacts, which is quite good. Let's see what's this. Corrosive repeater, which could be good. Now, if you get an artifact and you use it again, it increases your skill. So, right now, I have explosion and incendiary level 2, so now we can do explosive damage with phase walk, which is quite handy. And I'm just considering whether or not I want to try and kill Mad Mel. I'm thinking yeah, like maybe. Regular dollars MG, kinda good. We're going to try fight Mad Mel. I never get to say we cleared one episode. This episode will be a bit longer, but I don't think you guys will mind. This area is usually done in one cycle, I want to say. Like just one. If we can get it done in one cycle, then that's just better. Because after you go to this area once, I don't think you ever have to come back. We will be going back to Firestone for a side quest later on. But after that Firestone in this area, are going to be completely gone. Which is a bit of a shame. That's how it is. And here we have a unique boss fight. Well, not a unique boss fight, but basically we're just fighting in a vehicle for the most part. That's how this fight is designed. But don't be surprised if the car I'm driving gets blown up. This is another one of those fights I sometimes just have trouble with, and sometimes I don't. Usually because vehicle balancing in this game is weird. And I just blew up my own car. I was trying to shoot the other one. Unfortunately, you cannot steal enemy cars. Can't do that until Borderlands 3. Which is a shame, but that's just how it is. But now we have the boss fight, which this guy could be an absolute pain. Apparently he can just kill me by me being near. But you can cheat this fight just a little bit. And that's probably what I'll be doing. If the car won't get stuck in whatever ledge this is. Spawn vehicle again. What you want to do is sort of get yourself angled to the point where you can hit him, but he can't hit you. I think this will work. No, that will not work. Unfortunately, the gun is based on your height in this game, so there's no way to free aim. So I say best thing to do is just get in his face. But that just happens, so this fight is gonna be a bit finicky, if I'm being completely honest. You can't hit him if you're like that with the car. Basically, you have to avoid walkers and hit him. That's how this fight is designed to work. Get out of the car away, love. And I get black screen apparently. But yeah, this is one of those fights that could just be a bit tricky, so if I die this time I'm just going to speed up. This is one of those fights I always have trouble with because it's a bit stupid of how the balance of vehicles is in this game. I guess you can always try and get Mad Mel to his own psychos. But that won't work. And if your car gets blown up, you're going to die. Like that. And Manuel will just do what he can to win you over. Well, he's fine because you're not going to be able to see anything. So yeah, I'm going to speed up the process. I'm just going to speed this fight up and see exactly what happens. So I'll be right back. Yeah. Manuel did. I decided for a sniper strategy. Honestly, I didn't realize I could have sniped him, even though that's usually what I do when I fight him. Who will stop making the way to New Haven now? What to do? This area is cleared in one try. There is a travel over there, I believe that goes back to Firestone. It's probably the most useless travel in the game. But we got a claptrap to talk to here, and we've also got a skill point. But I'm obviously playing the Quicksilver, and I'm gonna go down this tree next. Basically, gonna go all the way down to Phoenix. Woo! New quest to turn in. Pretty sure you just gotta go into here, but this is basically the main hub. Firestone was a hub for a short time, but this is the hub area of the game, New Haven. Actually, there is no hub area in this game, thinking about it. But now that we've made it to New Haven, I am going to... But here's the Linda Pierce, so we'll actually turn the mission first. This gives us the 4th weapon, except the side quest. But then we can have 4 weapons, which is just fantastic. Gives us tons of options now to what we're going to do, but with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Next time will be... yeah, with that, we're going to end the episode, and I will see you guys in the next one, where we learn about New Haven and all the people that live here. See you guys then.